Hey guys, it's Miss McCabe again, and I'm going to read a book, If You Hop Like a Frog by David Schwartz. In the beginning of his book, he wrote a letter, and I am going to share that with you. Dear reader, when I was your age, most of my friends wanted to be astronauts, athletes, or actors. I too dreamed of traveling in space, hitting home runs, and starring in movies. But there was something else I wanted to do. I never told anyone. I wanted to hop like a frog. I imagined soaring through the air with grace and ease, landing gently on my big springy legs. How far could I hop? I also wanted to eat like a snake. A snake can open its jaws so wide that it can swallow prey wider than its head. I knew it would be very bad table manners to eat things bigger than my head. Still, I wondered what I could swallow if I swallowed like a snake. When I realized that answering these questions took just a little bit of math, I had great fun astounding my friends and family. Once you know that a frog can jump 20 times its body length, you can figure out how far you could hop if you hop like a frog. When you realize a snake swallows food twice as wide as its head, you can find out what you could eat if you snack like a snake. In fact, there's no limit to what you can figure out. It's simply a matter of math. Hop to it, your friend David. So we're going to learn about some math proportions. If you hop like a frog, you could jump from home plate to first base in one mighty leap. If you are as strong as an ant, you could lift a car. If you had a brain of a bronchiosaurus, your brain would be smaller than a pea. If you swallowed like a snake, you could gulp a hot dog thicker than a telephone pole. If you ate like a shrew, you could devour over 700 hamburgers in a day. If you high jump like a flea, you could land on Lady Liberty's torch. If you flicked your tongue like a chameleon, you could whip the food off your plate without using your hands. But what would your mother say? If you craned your neck like a crane, you'd have to stretch your arm way up to scratch your head. If you had eagle eyes, you could spot a running rabbit from high in the clouds. If you dined like a pelican, you could slurp a triple root beer float in one mouthful. If you grew as fast in your first 9 months as you did in the 9 months before you were born, you would have been a towering tot taller than mountain tops and heavier than 2.5 million elephants. If you scurried like a spider, you could charge down an entire football field in just 2 seconds. If you hugged like a bear, wait a minute, you already do. So in the back of the book, it gives you some illustrations and definitions. It's very cool. So I highly recommend this book for you to read, and I hope you enjoyed my story today. Thank you.